Hi everyone, welcome in. Today I'm going to be doing some paint by numbers, so hopefully I can get a good chunk of it out of the way while baby is sleeping because that's all I have now. Moments, not time. So please bring in any homework, work itself, chores that you have to do, whether you're cooking, cleaning, and just let's get some work done. Let's be productive, keep each other company. So let's get started. My number that we're doing today is this one. Just got it from Amazon. Just something really cheap that I can work on, and it'll just be something nice and calming. Is anyone here a perfectionist? Because these paint by numbers used to be torture for me because I wanted it done as soon as possible and I didn't want to wait. So I would just spend so much time on them and then panic whenever I felt like I was taking too long or if it wasn't looking the way I wanted it to, because I like putting them on my walls. And whenever I would buy something and it didn't come out right, or I would just feel like I didn't paint it right, or maybe I didn't take enough care, and it was just so incredibly stressful. So it took a bit for me to just be okay with however it comes out. It's more the process that I enjoy, and that's what is calming about it. Now, I am a recovering perfectionist, so if you guys have anything that you're either really anal about and need it to be perfect, come out perfect, or if it's everything in your life, let me know. It's always interesting to hear if anyone else is doing the same thing I am. Right now, I just want to pick areas in my little corner that I've chosen. And then we'll go cross-eyed next to try to get all those tiny little ones. I have these teeny tiny brushes. This is I don't even know what you call this. It's not a double zero, a triple zero. It says 10 0. There. It's tiny. And apparently it can go smaller. Right now, that's good enough. Sometimes I'll buy the really expensive paint by numbers. I say expensive. They're no, they are expensive actually. They'll be I think it's like anywhere from $20 to $50 or something like that if you get the ones that are unframed, and you just tell it how difficult you like it to be. Either you want it easy, which is 24 different colors. If you like it intermediate, which is 36, or hard, what do they call it, expert level, that is 48. And I've gotten the expert level once. I don't know what it was, whether it was the perfectionist in me or the ADHD in me, but both of them together hated it. It took way too long, and I was so over it. It's actually back there. I'll show it in a bit. I found that these cheap ones that I get at Amazon, well, maybe they're not as detailed as the really expensive ones. They bring me the joy that I needed, the relaxing time that I needed. And I think that's more important than having an absolutely stunning piece of work on my wall. I can either have one awesome looking piece of art on my wall, and it's going to be a 50-50 toss whether I like it in the end anyway. Or I can have quite a few that are okay, but I really enjoy doing, and that's what a hobby should be. Something that you just really, really enjoy. Just forgot what color I was. I mean, obviously they come numbered, but it saved me on so many occasions. Third. Okay, the math is not maybe y'all have. I have two primary ones. One would be obviously this paint by number. And then I love to garden, but specifically I like to plant, grow, and tend to my roses. It is 4,000 degrees outside, even though we are not in the summer yet officially. And I just want to deal with that. So unless I'm up at the crack of dawn, which isn't gonna happen, well, voluntarily, it's not gonna happen. Rose work is at least the most intense forms of them. I could go on for a very long time about roses and the different kind of care that it needs in my area, and how I amend my soil, because we have the crappiest clay soil in my freaking area. But I'm gonna bore a lot of people. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do a video dedicated to just talking about roses and what I do. So if you want just listening to some ramblings, that's gonna be the video for you. this color in my area, it's a pretty blue. It's a pretty blue. Can you see this? Jesus Christ. There we go. It's a pretty blue. But there's no, nope. I'm gonna find a different area that is the same color so I don't feel like I wasted it. You do need a video with a little bit less talking. You can go ahead and I do have some videos with minimal, if not zero, talking. Kind of depends on my mood, how I feel when I want to be doing something, or if I want to kind of between absolute silence, minimal commentary, full commentary. I love watching trials on YouTube. If you're a law nerd, please put some kind of emoji in the chat. It doesn't even matter. Just celebrate with me. Love that stuff. Or sometimes I'll just blast whatever I'm feeling at the moment, music-wise. This past week has been Backstreet Boys. Full blast, just one song, 8 hours. And then randomly, like I said, I want absolute silence. Balancing my chin so I can paint without shaking my hands. That's random, weird. though, I feel like my hands get so shaky that I remembered that I wanted to be a brain surgeon when I was younger. I would be giving people lobotomies by accident if they ever let me through. I've seen those videos where the neurosurgeons will use like those robot chopsticks and just create some work on me. Fascinating. There are truly some brilliant people in this world. I do believe that the reason I alternate between pure silence and blasting music as loud as it can go is because of my ADHD. So it just depends on what my brain is doing at the moment. If I can't stop the thoughts, then I need music to almost tune it out so that I can then be productive. So I'll start thinking about laundry. I'll start thinking about what do I want to get my girls. I'll start thinking about what I want. Am I hungry? Speaking of hungry, what are the cats going to want to eat? What are they going to want to eat? What time is it? And sometimes it gets too overwhelming. I just want the thoughts to stop. And then just decide, is it that I have too many thoughts going on? And then branch off from there. What vibe am I looking for at the moment? Granted, there are a lot of ways that you can cope with ADHD, and I have always, personally, I've found that the medication route and therapy has always been so incredibly beneficial for me. But reaching out and being able to speak with someone who understands that my brain works a little bit differently has been so validating. It's not that just that I'm weird. It's not just that I'm a perfectionist. It's not just. There's reasons, and it's because I'm me. So, extremely validating. So whether you're into medication, not into medication, I do recommend just seeing what's out there. Could be helpful. So, kind of the reason why I'm beginning these videos. Hi. Okay. Huh? It's 2 o'clock? Okay. Only, okay. That's the reason I began these videos, is because I had found that that double body technique really, really helps me, and I would do that with a lot of my coworkers. But my absolute closest group, there were 4 of us, and now there's only 2, myself and one other. And while we'll still talk and do some sort of body doubling, it's not the same, even though our group still chats, on text. We're still wonderful friends. I guess some had to leave after 6 years of being on the job. 7. I'm still in it. But I miss having access to them for 9 full hours. So when it comes to body doubling or needing time to do some body doubling, I really need to do it with someone who I feel comfortable with. Someone that I know that I don't have to fill the silence with. And if I'm gonna mutter something, it's not weird. So I do that with my friends sometimes, but our jobs are just so demanding that I have to be either completely silent or have music blasting, and that's when I really just feel like I need to hone in. No distractions, just go, because there's so much. I guess that's what my ADHD is really, really helpful. Shout out to all the gifted and talented kids who are now struggling. But with the job that I'm working right now, I have so many things going on in my brain, so many open tabs that helps, so I can bring it all in and provide some kind of cohesive summary over everything that I've done. But when it's something that is very difficult, I just stop. I have a lot of work to do, or if I do have something that consumes my time, and then I have to catch up with everything else. And I do truly just need to catch up. Sometimes I'll go really, really quiet in our Teams chat or any of my personal chats. And then when I have any of those executive dysfunction days where nothing that I do works, I can't focus, I can't start a task, that's when body doubling is so beneficial to me, because at that point it's okay, I don't want to do anything, I can't do anything, I physically can't do anything, my mind is saying I need to do something, and there's nothing that can make me begin. Well, having somebody else there's a different kind of accountability to it that has really worked for me, so I hope it works for you too. Right now, I have been thinking about laundry and the FIFA World Cup. One of the games are in my area today, so I'm staying indoors. But that means I can't go out to do my normal grocery shopping. I can't go out and do any other kind of regular shopping, or even go see my parents if I want to, because I'm not handling the traffic. No, we're too close to the stadium even think about leaving my little house right now. And because I'm thinking about all of that, I'm not relaxing. So I'm gonna need to just. One thing that I did learn is that whenever someone says, be in the moment, be present, take some deep breaths, focus on the breath. What ended up working for me is thinking the word stop, be silent. And I was a little harsh with myself at the beginning, which my therapist was on for. And I had to go back and slowly make it more kind to myself and just say, hey, stop. So it's more of a pause on my thoughts than feeling zen. And that's really worked for me. Have any of you guys seen that, what I think is the Navy SEAL method or something like that to fall asleep, where if you do this method, you can fall asleep within 3 minutes after, doing repeatedly, and then you'll get so good at it. I've never been able to do that. Thinking about, the ocean and just relaxing. No, I still can't go to sleep. I'm still awake. This has been unhelpful. But thinking about just stop. We're not, stop. Even if another thought comes in, the moment I realize it, then okay, let's pause. I feel like we all just need to be a lot more gentler on ourselves. I get so irritated when I get paint on myself, and yet randomly I'll just be doing something like this where and I'll just have like speckles of paint all over my arm. Gotta make sure I check the tone. Apologies. I told my husband that I wanted to start a new documentary. Which one? I don't know. But I want to start something. or we can just sit, just be in each other's presence. Because normally we'll just do whatever we're doing in the area next to each other. So let's say I'm painting and he'll be working on his cards. I told him I want to do something where we're together. So we're gonna have to find something on Netflix. Shoot. Stop talking for a little bit because I keep painting the wrong color and I don't want to chuck this across the room. Getting frustrated, so. Random. My husband came in here a second ago to say that he's in shock. It's only 2 o'clock. Why is he trying to rush a Sunday? Sir, we need time to go slow. because I think I've been talking about them, I'm gonna text my chat. I miss them so much. I can hear baby. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for working on whatever you did. I hope you had a really productive session, and I will see you on the next one. Sit there.
See.
I prefer it with the light off.
On or off?
Off.
On or off?
Off.
Or on or off or both? Off or on?
Off.
Okay.
For joining me. Please like and subscribe on Wednesdays and Fridays. We're going to be live streaming starting at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time for a couple hours to do some working sessions, studying by yourself, maybe in a library, or doing some chores at home together, and we're not alone. So see you on the next one. Can't keep touching the screen because it might damage it. Okay.
Here. You broke.